Right lads, as you know, Arnold was one of the best bodybuilders of all time. He was known for his voluptuous boobies and his level of training, right? This man trained very, very hard. All in all, this man brought home a number of Mr. Olympia trophies. But with every single bodybuilder comes a very strict diet, so I'm going to try and eat Arnold's 5,000 calorie diet. Let's get into it. Also, make sure you subscribed and like the video and comment anything. Right lads, Arnold, whatever his last name was, not confident enough in myself to say his last name. However, Arnold was a very big man. He was a very big guy, and he won the Olympia. Oh shit, times won the Olympia. I didn't do my research, fellas. Anyway, he won the Olympia. He was a big guy, right? And we're going to eat his diet. Now, there is no specific one set diet that he had, right? So I went to my trusty friend ChatGPT and I says, ChatGPT, can you give me the most accurate representation of what a daily diet of Arnold was? And this is the 5,000 calorie diet, right? I did a little bit of research, got the diet, got everything we needed for the day. And to be fair, the diet's not even that bad. It's actually, it looks quite nice. We've got some strongman 10,000 calorie bucket of porridge. Like, listen, Arnold was a reasonable man with a reasonable taste. So we're going to eat his food today. And also, fellas, I weighed in this morning 86.95 kilos, which is what I weighed exactly last week. I've been eating 3,000 calories a day on the bulk. So we're going to have a bit of a cheat day. We're going to have 5,000 calories and it's going to be a good day. Right? I've got the food and we're going to make the first meal. First meal of the day, Arnold had 3 whole eggs, a bowl of oatmeal or cereal, he says, right? So we've got some porridge there. 2 slices of toast with jam or butter. We've done jam. And then a cheeky little protein shake. And look at that. I mean, honestly, that is a very fulfilling, calorie-dense breakfast. Like, for breakfast, I would have this similar amount of calories, but not this much volume of food, if that makes sense. And obviously, back in Arnold's day, they didn't have all the crazy fancy shit, right? So, bread with a spread, porridge, eggs. We're going to devour all this right now. What is the plan of action today? So, I can't lie, fellas, I woke up relatively late. It's almost 1 p.m, which I set my alarm for like 10, right? And then woke up and then just went back to sleep. We do have a push day, which I'm looking very forward to. I'm actually super gassed for the push day. And we're going to be so fueled for this push day, it's crazy. We've got all the carbohydrates. Bread and porridge. I've also put a little bit of honey in the porridge. Is that cheating? To give it a little bit of flavour, right? And then a protein drink. See, I think I was being a little bit stupid. I didn't know they had protein shakes in the 70s, you know? Like pre-made ones. I mean, they might have not. I mean, it's not specific when they mention Arnold having a protein shake. It might be one he made himself, you know, like peanut butter or whatever. But yeah, we have a push day, which I'm looking very forward to. And I kind of want to get there ASAP because I prefer training in the morning to midday, right? Also, another thing which I mentioned earlier is I wear the exact same I did last week, which isn't good, considering we're supposed to be gaining weight, not maintaining. So, what I'm going to do is after today, I'm going to up my calories from 3,000 to 3,200. So, we'll get a few people in my, TikTok live sometimes, and, they'll say, Tom, I'm eating 3,000 calories, I'm not getting weight. I've been doing this every day for 3 months. Right, eat more. Yeah, I'm not a big guy. I'm a pretty small guy. Right? Don't come to me for advice, but that is how it works, my friend. You do have to eat more food if you are not gaining weight. And it is the sad reality because I hate bulking. I hate bulking, right? As of now, I'm loving it because I get to eat a good amount of food a day. But when it gets to like me eating 5,000 calories every single day, bulking is just effort, it becomes a chore eating. Let's devour this food. First meal has been devoured. I'm feeling like Arnold already. I am actually going to go to the gym now. Reason being, I should have another snack. I woke up quite late. I'm not very hungry, I'm going to be honest. And I want to train because it's getting a little bit late. For me, it's like 1:30, and 1:30 for me is a little bit late to go to the gym. So we're going to go now, smash the push day, be back with more food. We had the eggs, the porridge, the toast, the little protein shake, and it was all very nice. It was a nice meal. So it's a lot. For the amount of calories, I can condense like so many more calories in less food, Like I can blend a protein shake with like 1,000 calories in, and it'd be easier to get down, Also, fellas, my protein very kindly sent me the Vimto creatine, which I did receive quite late because I had some issues with my delivery. However, we've got it and we're going to make it. This is probably one of the best things from my protein. Reason being, this tastes exactly like Vimto. It's not even like a little bit like Vimto. Like, it tastes exactly like Vimto. So we're gonna put a scoop of this in the water, man, and then we're gonna get our creatine in through a glass of Vimto. Let's make it. Made the creatine, and this actually is one of the best things ever because it is literally Vimto. It does not taste any different. We're gonna drink this, take our pre-workout, and then go to the gym. And I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know, I've been really loving the gym recently. You know how you have like off days or off weeks and then like on weeks, right? Like, I love going to the gym, full stop, right? But then there's some sessions just, you always enjoy going to more than others, you know? I'm in a very good mindset for the gym at the moment, so I'm going to abuse it while I can and make the most of my session and train very hard. It is a push day, which means chest, shoulders, triceps. So I'm going to smash our boobies, mate, and grow them. And the creatine is going to help. So if you do want to get anything from my protein, not even just this, anything at all, whatever it is, code Tom Brown, and you'll save yourself a little bit of money, and I would really appreciate it. And send me a message over on Instagram at Tom Brown Lifts if you do use my code. Let's take pre and get to the gym. Pre-workout time, brothers. Origin sour watermelon. This one is super nice, and we're gonna have 2 scoops. 2 scoops away keeps the doctors of lifting away. Once again, code Tom Brown on my protein. That is a strong pre as well, like 300 milligram of caffeine is not a weak pre-workout, fellas. But yes, so we've had our meal and I'm pretty full. It is like 2 p.m. and I'm gonna have the rest of my meals when I come back. I am confident enough that I can eat 5,000 calories. But I woke up a little late, right? So that's not the best effect on our eating and the challenge, right? You live and you learn. And we're gonna now close the pre, drink that, and absolutely blow our boobies up. Now, I'm not training like Arnold, right? Because that is not the challenge. Now, the Arnold split is a quite common split, right? And a lot of people do it. I don't, personally. I'm big on the push-pull legs, but pre-workout. Now we're gonna get to the gym. Let's go and smash a push day. Lads, I have come to realise I never actually voice over or talk in depth about my sessions. Now, push day, start off heavy with an incline press. I absolutely love this exercise. I did, I think, 9 or 10 reps. I've cut it down a little bit, but training till absolute failure. We definitely could have not got another rep in the tank. Now, what a lot of people do with their pushes is they'll do all of chest, all of shoulders, then all of triceps, and I've found that my arms and shoulders are slightly a weak point, fellas, right? So I will do a chest movement, then a tricep, then a shoulder, and then a chest, tricep, shoulder to really bring my shoulders and triceps up with my chest, right? And as you can see, I trained very hard. I absolutely spammed this overhead press. I absolutely love this on a cable as well, so there's constant tension. Amazing. Now into our first shoulder movement. Fellas, if I could marry the Smith machine, I would. Overhead press, absolutely amazing. Just constant tension, man. Like, I don't know. Dumbbells are okay, but I feel like with the Smith machine, there's that constant movement, and it's just nice, right? You're not shaking, you're not wobbling everywhere, but yeah. Normally I can go heavier on this, but considering I did incline and a tricep, I was a little bit weaker. But yeah, absolutely smash this movement. I love this. I would recommend this for your front delt. Straight back into chest now. This is my second and last chest movement of the session, an incline dumbbell fly. Now, you can do flies on cables, which are really good, but I am trying to prioritize my upper chest. And I found doing a dumbbell incline chest fly has just been really good for this movement. There's no like tension at the top, but like from the bottom to like maybe 3/4 in, the chest is just on fire. So I absolutely love this exercise, and I've been doing this recently, and I am loving it. Second and last tricep movement. This is just a single arm push down. What I've come to realize is that my left tricep is actually significantly weaker than my right. I don't know how that's happened, fellas. But yeah, if you're noticing that one of the sides of your muscles is weaker than the other, then do isolateral, I think that's the word. Is it bilateral or isolateral movements where you do one at a time, right? And I'll take it to failure on my left and then just match it on the right so that my muscles will eventually come to the point where they are, both as strong as each other. And then to finish the session off, you cannot beat some good old-fashioned lateral raises. Now, I do actually prefer these on a cable, but every now and then I like to switch it up so I'm not getting, bored, or, I like to switch things up every now and then. So instead of doing cables, I did some dumbbells. And I believe these are the 40 pounds or the 45. My head uses 45 pounds, but yeah, great session, fellas, great pump. Well, as you can see, I am sweating my arse off. I've walked on from the gym. It is warm outside, and yeah, I had my hoodie up. I had my hood on. I have crippling body dysmorphia, so I walk around hooded up and baggy clothes everywhere. It was an absolutely great session, right? Amazing push day. The session was fueled by Arnold's big meal, and now we've got more meals to have. It's like 4 p.m. It's pretty late, I can't lie, but I'm not worried. We are going to get the food in, so I'm not any worried at all by that. But we do have our second meal, which we are going to sort out now. Now, meal number 2 for Arnold, he would have a handful of nuts or almonds, it says, I believe. We've got this fruit and nut mix. I thought, nice little bit of health there. We've got walnuts, almonds, sultanas, and cranberries. We've got a nice group of them. And then the protein shake. Protein powder, milk, banana, and maybe peanut butter. Am I going to have the peanut butter? Because I love peanut butter, right? I need my calories, okay? Ladies and gents, we have made the protein shake. It was protein powder, banana, peanut butter, and milk. And let me tell you something, that might be one of the best protein shakes I've ever had. I don't ever mix banana and peanut butter, even though it's like the best combination. That is actually amazing. And we've also got our little mix. Now this is like a snack, right? So this isn't like a proper full meal, but we have some walnuts, almonds, all the good stuff. On ChatGPT, there's no like direct measurements. 30 grams of peanut butter, whatever this, right? It was like a handful of nuts and a protein shake. But this is super good. We've got 30 grams of peanut butter, a banana, a scoop of protein powder, and 250 milliliters of whole milk, I think. That is delicious. And once again, fellas, code Tom Brown if you want to get anything from my protein. I'll leave a little link in the bio so you can go to my protein and bang my code in. Arnold's third meal. Now listen, it's not presented the best, however I did what I could, right? Steak, pasta, steamed vegetables, okay? Now, fellas, that steak, I promise you, it looks a little bit burnt. It's a little bit overdone, but it's a little nice and pink on the inside, right? I promise you. The camera isn't doing it enough justice. I think I made a little bit too much pasta, but listen, you can never have too much pasta. I don't want to eat veg on the bulk because, well, I'm bulking, and when I bulk, my main priority is weight gain. I don't know, you should eat vegetables. I don't because, I mean, I already hate eating on the bulk as it is, so. I've got 150 grams of raw wet pasta, a steak, and a pepper. It is 6 p.m. And I'm halfway through the meals. We've still got a little bit of food to go, but I mean, Arnold, man, you got a sick diet. I mean, no surprise you had those voluptuous boobies, you know? If I meant eating like this every day to get the boobies like you had, then I'd do it, you know? But I'm sure Arnold was also injecting a couple of other things, which we won't talk about because this is a nice, natural, this is a natty YouTube channel. Yeah. Also, the bulk so far is like, so far the bulk is going good, right? Like I trained today and I can't lie, I felt like I was looking a little bit bigger, a little bit more voluptuous than usual, right? I do feel like I'm looking a little bit bigger, which is nice, right? But we are sitting at exactly 86.95 kilos, which, like I said, was the same as last week. After today, I'm going to up my calories from 3,000 to 3,200, and hopefully, fellas, hopefully we can gain some weight and actually put on some size, because I am sick of being small. Right, I've got small man syndrome, and I don't like it. Right? Body dysmorphia is getting at me every day. So, listen, we're going to eat our food and we're going to gain the weight. I promise, 100 kilos is incoming. I am not hungry. It is like 9 p.m. and we're on meal 4, which means we've got 2 more meals after this. Right, yogurt. I thought I'd pick a nice yogurt, right? We've got Greek style, which I know all the nutrient freaks, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit of a nutrient freak, but at this point in time, no, I'm not. Also, what I've really noticed about Arnold's diet is the amount of protein. It's unnecessary. I have had, this is by the way, this is my second protein shake, which is already 70 grams of protein. I had another protein shake, which I made. I've had a steak, I've had eggs, I've got yogurt. How much protein do I need? Arnold, listen. No, listen, I mean, the man had a Greek god physique. You know, the man looked insane. So, we have some yogurt. I'm not going to eat the entire tub simply because I don't need it. There's like almost 700 calories in this entire tub, which I didn't even know. I've got a banana. It likes to get its fruit and veg in, which is nice to see. The guy, you know, he's got his nutrients in, but I think get a little bit too much protein. You know, I mean, I'm not one to talk. I'm not even a quarter size of the man, right? And didn't specify what yogurt to get. It also says Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. Now, I've never had cottage cheese, and I'm not willing to try it. This is quite nice. It's a coconut yogurt. It's got bits in it. What have we learned so far today? Arnold was a greedy fucker. I mean, listen, I'm not being disrespectful towards Arnold, but we know now you don't need that much protein in order to grow, right? We've still got 2 more meals after this, fellas. The bulk, so far, I'd say it's going good, but we've not gained any weight. But we are going to gain weight, right? And I'm feeling bigger. I do think I need a little bit of a break from caffeine because the amount of caffeine I've been having recently, and like, I think it's definitely, I've built up a little bit of a tolerance, you know? I mean, these two in itself for the protein is crazy, you know? If I had this entire thing and that, it's 50 grams of protein just there, you know? And I've also had a steak today. I've got more meat to have later on, so. Right, lads, second to last meal now. At this point, listen, I'm full. I won't lie, I'm full. I don't want to eat, okay? It is 10:30 p.m. and for our second to last meal, some lean meat or fish. We've gone for fish to try and, you know, twist things up a little bit. Rice and vegetables once again. Peppers because they're easy to eat, they're easy to make, and they taste nice, right? Rice, some great carbs here, except it is dry and it's very bland. I could have maybe seasoned it, I didn't. We are gonna do out this meal and we'll be on our last meal of the day. But Arnold's diet, listen, I give it to him, give it to the man, you know, props to the guy. A bit more insight to the bulk, right? It is currently coming up to the end of June, and, you know, I really want to get massive, you know, like, I want to get so fucking big, you know. It's going to be a long journey, and it's not going to be easy, it's going to be difficult. There's going to be some late nights, we're going to feel bloated, we're going to feel sick, but it's going to be worth it, right? And it does also mean more calorie challenge shit on YouTube, which is also going to be a pretty cool thing. Also, fellas, make sure you subscribe, because I guarantee there's a lot of people who are watching this and you're not subscribed. There's 1,700 pretty cool people, so yeah. Make sure you're doing that so you will not miss a video. And yeah, fellas, we're going to absolutely demolish this tuna, rice and pepper. It's going to be a bit bland, it's going to be a bit boring, but listen, we're getting the gains, fellas, right? Time to step on the scale and see 100 kilogram body weight. That's going to be a crazy thing, right? Wake up one morning, fresh, step on the scale, 100 kilograms. I think that's pretty exciting. It is 1 in the morning. Anyway, last meal of the day of Arnold's diet. One more thing of nuts and fruit, right? And then a glass of milk. Now, I'm going to put the entire calories, protein on screen, because I think it's a lot of protein. I think it's a bit excessive, right? However, it was a nice little full day of eating. Make sure you use code TomBrown@MyProtein. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Had a great session. Was definitely feeling fueled. And I like a bit more shit in my diet. I like a bit more. I mean, listen, eat clean, okay? I mean, I know a lot of people who prefer to eat clean, but listen, I like a couple bowls of cereal every now and then. I like a few donuts, a few chocolate bars every now and then. Don't go overboard with it, but there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of shit, right? Because it will stop you from going insane. Make sure you use code TomBrown@MyProtein and you are subscribed. See you later, lads.